Staff at the center table, just a couple of questions as you come up there. First, I think it's a real important component that we work with the Los Angeles Community College District and also LA Unified Adult Education to help all people have an opportunity to get a better education, whatever station they are in life. Also, I want to ask a question about the federal jobs that come in every summer. Are we going to be required, is it whatever the federal government wage is, or what is the wage for our summer youth workers? Just want to know with this.
It would actually have no impact for this year. Next year, for teen workers, it would place it at 85% for the first 160 hours as proposed in motion 4E.
What if you're a county youth worker in the city of Los Angeles? Does it have a difference? Is the county, if you're working at a county park within the city of Los Angeles, does that have any difference? Or who is our state institution in Los Angeles? Does the city of Los Angeles wage affect state or county governments?
So the city wage is the city wage. The county is actually also looking at potentially increasing the minimum wage as well.
Right.
I can't address what the county is looking at as it relates to what they're going to do with their youth workers.
I think it's very important because some of us have city borders where you, Mr. Bonnet, you have cities all around you, including the big Pacific Ocean. Burbank, Glendale, West Hollywood surrounds the 4th District, etc. as we go forward there. High school wage, if you could explain that. Could you explain the youth wage now and in the future? Is there any differential between someone who is 15, 16 years old and get a job in high school?
So as proposed in motion 4E, it indicates that those youth workers aged 14 to 17 would make 85% of the minimum wage for the first 160 hours of their employment.
And then what would happen?
Then it would go to some other rate as determined by the minimum wage that you would have established.
Yeah, I just think it's real important for youth workers. I started young, and it was a great opportunity that I think you should look at that as we go forward. The other question is, I think the West Valley Boys and Girls Club representative spoke about that. Not-for-profits, okay? Let me talk about not-for-profits. And I think Homeboy is in that category as well as Christmas and others. They don't pay a business tax, correct?
That is correct.
So if they don't pay a business tax, should we look at that? Because we're going to study this, right? Mr. Price, are we studying this? If you're not paying a business tax, maybe there's a category. Because there's nobody who does more than those who do it for just the love of what they do, whether they're working at a Boys and Girls Club or they're working at some other not-for-profit. If you could look at that, there's a category that says they don't pay business tax, then maybe there's a category that you could help them on their wage. Much of this, and I think Mr. Koretz, you spoke eloquently on all accounts, and I think it really represents your diverse district and the need to raise the wage, but at the same time understanding small business. I think those are some things I do want to put on the table as we go forward and look at this. I do think we have to make our Office of Small Businesses more accessible and stronger, and I think, Mr. Chairman, we got to budget more for the Office of Compliance. And John Reamer, stand up, because you're the man who's going to be responsible. John, head of contract administration, if this passes, you're going to have a lot of work on your hands. So I wanted to have you smile a little more, at least one last time. Thank you, John. Thank you very much. But that's real important. We support contract administration because it is not effective in our districts. If you look at the diversity of businesses on streets throughout Los Angeles, unless we have the right compliance as we go forward. Thank you very much, Mr. President.